Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the BinPodcast. And today we are doing a live episode today. Um, I thought of this idea kind of on the fly last night, and we went with it. This could be good, change it up a little bit. Actually, the last time we were on here was a live stream, so we kind of just running it back to back live streamed episodes. Today, B Hub will not be joining us because he has some things he is doing and dealing with. But I'm sure he'll be back. And Isaiah just graduated. So if you guys see Isaiah around, he's celebrating his graduation right now. So you guys all go congratulate him. He has graduated high school, now moving on to college. So that's where those guys are. But I'm joined today by the co-host of today's episode, Cheesy B. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just writing down the secret stuff that I'm going to be saying in today's episode.
Okay. All right.
But what up, everyone? What up, chat? How you guys doing? And yes, congrats to Isaiah.
Yes.
Graduate.
Yes. Before we get into today's topic,
OMG. How do you like mine?
the like button. What's up?
I have one thing.
What?
How do you like the half rich house, half poor house?
Hey, bro. Listen. It's a good house. But before we get to today's topics, hit the like button, everyone, in today's live stream. Share it out. Share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel because we got a lot of topics to discuss today. We're going to be discussing Game 7. Going to be discussing the finals. And then we can move on to some NFL stuff and some other things going on as well. So let's get right into it, Hayden. Let's get right into it. So first, let's start off with our Game 7 preview of Heat versus Celtics. What do you think about this series in this Game 7?
Oh, this Game 7 is pretty. It's gonna be good. Another Game 7 this year in basketball. I don't know. I've been going back and forth from last night. Jimmy Butler, for those who not dropped 40 plus points last night. Put respect on my man Jimmy Butler's name to begin with. So this is pretty tough. You got Miami at home. But I'm gonna go Boston.
Okay.
I think Tatum is gonna come out on fire like he was versus Milwaukee in Game 7 and drop 45 points of his own.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown's gonna be upset and a little mad at himself for fouling out in the biggest moment at the end of the game yesterday. And I think he's gonna come out and drop 30. And Marcus Smart knows he's gonna have to play better defense on Butler if they match him up, because they probably will. And I think Marcus Smart's going to hold Butler to 20 points.
Okay. Yeah. This has been an
Kyrie to 10. He held Kyrie to
10. So, and also too, the Heat. Credit to them for winning, because honestly, the Miami Heat are still kind of injured. You have Kyle Lowry, who he's kind of playing injured. Obviously, Jimmy Butler is as well. Tyler Hero, 1 minute they think he's going to play, and then he gets ruled out. So it was impressive for them to force a Game 7, but I just don't know if they have another great performance like that in them. They had a lot of guys step up. They had a lot going with Tyler Hero. It was just a lot going in the Heat favor that helped them out. And I don't know if it'll happen again. I think their injuries are going to be more exposed. Can Jimmy Butler do what he did again? Can he repeat that on a hurt knee? Can Kyle Lowry continue to get better on a hurt hamstring? Can Bam Adebayo actually show up consistently? I just think, I don't know. And as much as I want to respect the Heat and I respect them for forcing Game 7, I think I'm going to go with Boston as well. They're just more healthy here. I think Marcus Smart, as a defensive player of the year, he's a little mad that Jimmy Butler did that on their home court. So I think the Celtics are going to take Game 7, and they will move on to the NBA Finals here today. Or tomorrow, in that aspect.
Yeah, tomorrow. tomorrow. Yeah. Either way, it's gonna be a good game. MG, are you gonna go live for that game? Because I can't.
I will be live again for NBA stuff during the NBA Finals.
Ooh. So you guys want to watch some NBA Finals? Go to my guy. Oh, there we go. Go to my guy MG Naz's channel
Link in description.
because he does NBA. Yeah. Yes, yes.
All right, so Hayden, let's talk about this next topic before we move on away from basketball. We just talk about the Eastern Conference Finals, but we got to talk about the NBA Finals now. So we both have the Celtics winning Game 7. But what do you think about this NBA Finals? For us, it would be Celtics versus Warriors. What do you think about that?
Warriors. Well, Warriors. I want to say this: if it's Celtics versus Heat, fuck.
Warriors versus Heat.
I said Heat, did I? Yeah, if it's Warriors versus Heat, I'm gonna go Warriors in 6. Okay. Because I think Steph Curry is gonna be too much for this team. If Clay's playing how he did in their closeout game versus the Mavs in Game 5, who's gonna stop that? And you still got Andrew Wiggins, who people forget had an All-Star year because they forgot of that because of the emergence of Jordan Poole in the second half of the season. Like, you still got 3 All-Stars, even 4 if you count Draymond, because I believe he made the All-Star game before.
Yeah, but he didn't
4
play
All-Stars on that team. Yeah, 4 All-Stars on that team. That's a good team. And did you know that they also have they have great depth too? You have Jordan Poole coming off the bench. Are you kidding me? That man should be a starter on. If he was in on that Warriors team, he would be a starter anywhere else.
100%.
I forgot his name. Is it no? Who is it? Morris? No.
Moody. Moses Moody
came up big. This Moody. Oh, yes. Moody also has been playing good for them as well. So I think the Warriors will beat the Heat in 6, and I think they'll beat the Celtics in 7. I got the Warriors winning it all.
Yeah, I agree.
And I know some people in the chats, it's going to be, well, are you going to be mad about that? No, because I don't hate the Warrior team. The team I didn't want to see in the finals is the Lakers.
And they won't make it. They didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, so I don't care who wins it.
But I think the Warriors are going to win the finals as well. I just think with the depth that they have, if they do go up against the Miami Heat are a good team, but I just don't know if the Warriors' depth is enough or is going to be able to be stopped by Miami. I don't know if Miami has enough to stop them. And the Celtics, as I do like them, Marcus Smart can be inconsistent sometimes. Tatum is cool, but when you look at the Warriors, if one person has a bad game, it's always another guy that's going to step up. If Curry has a bad game, then it's going to be Clay. If Clay has a bad game, it's going to be Jordan Poole. If Jordan Poole has a bad game, it's going to be Andrew Wiggins, and so on and so on. And the list goes on with the Warriors. And I think what they have in that roster, I just think it's going to be too much for the Heat or the Celtics to be able to take out in a 7-game series. The Warriors are just the more complete team right now, and it shows. It shows. They're also the most healthiest team as well, which in the playoffs over the last few years, that's kind of what you need to be. It's not all about the talent. Obviously, that's part of it, but you also got to prove you can stay healthy throughout the playoffs because it's a long season and injuries happen. So I think
look at some of the teams that past year that stay healthy. The Bucks last year, the Lakers the year before, Toronto. Like, the teams have been healthy that won it all the past few years. The Warriors again, like health is huge in the playoffs.
Yep,
we saw that last year with the Nets. They weren't fully healthy and they got eliminated.
Yeah, and I think it's a very long season, and when it's a long season, if your body start to break down at the end of the year and you start to get hurt and tired, that plays key in the playoffs, and it shows every time. If you get hurt in the playoffs, If you don't recover fast, it's going to be over for you. And the Warriors have done that the best out of anyone that is remaining in the playoffs. So, Hayden, anything else you want to say about this?
I want to share this too. The Warriors have more experience in the finals than the Celtics and the Heat. I know you're saying, well, the Heat made it to the finals a couple of years ago. You're forgetting this is Draymond Green's, Steph Curry's, and Klay Thompson's 6 finals together.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, Marcus Smart is not going to be able to lock up. He's not going to be able to lock up Steph Curry. Steph Curry is unguardable. Not even the best defender can't even guard him. No one can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only person that stops Steph Curry is himself, really, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So
he gets scolded.
But, ladies and gentlemen, how do you feel, Hayden, that after this finals, the Bucks are no longer the defending champions? That we have a new champion.
It's okay because my Avalanche are both. It's okay. It's okay because the Avalanche are about to win the Stanley Cup. It's okay.
When they lose,
dude, it bad that
when they lose next
round? Is it bad that I cared more about the Avalanche game when I was streaming the Brewers game yesterday?
That's tough. I mean, it is the regular season in baseball, and it's the playoffs in hockey.
Like, if you want to see my reaction to the game-winning goal, go back on my last live stream.
Oh, you actually
you just sound like because I
on live stream. Okay. Well, Hayden, Hayden, we got some other things to talk about. So, is there anything else you would like to talk about when it comes to the NBA?
Jamal Murray will be back next year and destroy this league.
Okay. Think he's gonna be an all-star?
He will be an all-star. Book it.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what
People
happens.
Are sleeping on him.
As long as he's healthy, I think he can be a great player as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, Hayden. Well, we haven't been on the podcast for a while, so it's some things that we may have missed out on in the NFL world. Some of the NFL news we probably didn't get to talk about on here. So, would you like to start off with the Packers news, the big news that came about, I want to say less than a week ago or a week ago now?
Around a week ago, I was just chilling on Twitter, scrolling through. And I get a report from Ian Rappaport. Breaking news. Packers signed Jair Alexander to a 4-year, $84 million contract extension, which keeps him to Green Bay through 2026.
2026.
I love it. Even, honestly, this money that Jair, honestly, Devontae Walk kind of helps us out more in the future with Cap and our players because we are able to sign Jair to this extension. We still will have Eric Stokes till 2026 as well if we pick up his 5th year. We have Savage. We still got Amos. Like, the defense secondary is looking like a top 5 secondary. And then you added and bulked up this defense with the picks from Devontae to make this a top 5 defense. The borderline top 5. I think they will be top 5, but I'll break that down in a video on my own channel. But you add this, and then offensively you get your wideout and Christian Watson, who I've been hearing good stuff about. Rodgers hasn't played with him, but Rodgers liked the pick. Love's been throwing to him, and he says he's playing good. The coaching staff is happy with him. Honestly, with Devontae walking was the move, and that frees up cap to sign people like Jair, who is a top 2 corner in this league. Not one. That's Jalen Ramsey. I'll admit that. That's Ramsey. But it is number 2. So
we'll see. I think this is an interesting signing. I honestly didn't see it coming. Not because I didn't think the Packers would eventually get the deal done, but it came out of nowhere because I didn't know that they were this close to an extension. I thought it was going to come maybe closer to training camp or like in late June, early July, sometime around that. I didn't see this deal happening as soon as it did, but it did happen, and the Packers had no other choice. If you don't do this, you risk him getting frustrated and wanting out, like Devontae Adams, like Aaron Rodgers almost wanting out before he finally committed. You're risking that. So now you give him what he wants. and you make sure you got one of your best players on the team, you got them locked down for years and years to come. So I think this was the obvious move right here. I'm just kind of shocked on how this I kind of just shocked on how quick it happened because like I said, I didn't know they were this close to getting a deal done, but it happened.
Yeah, that's what shocked me too, is how close we were. Because like I knew we've been talking with him for a while, but I did not know it was that close because it took me by surprise too. I was expecting one by like hopefully training camp, if not end of next after the season, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And that if that happened, I was gonna get work because the thing with Devontae, he wanted his contract extension before the season last year, and we just said no. And then he said, "If you don't give it to me, I'm done."
Mm-hmm.
And we saw what happened. So I'm glad we did that so we can secure our biggest player defensively. Yes, he is our biggest player. And secure him, lock him down. Now we don't have to worry about him leaving. The biggest guy we got to worry about leaving now is Amos. He's our biggest free agent now.
I got a question for you, Hayden. You talking about the NFL, right?
What's up? Mm-hmm.
And the Bears are your division rival.
Mm-hmm.
Do you justify a Packers fan wearing a Bears jersey? Yes or no?
No, never. If they wear a Vikings, Bears, or Lions jersey, I do not. I'm gonna be judging, seriously judging.
Okay.
I don't care if you're dating. I know who you're talking about. I don't care if they're
dating. How do
you
feel about that? Because I've seen that. How do you feel about that?
I don't like it. I don't like it. There's a couple players on the Bears I don't mind, but you don't see me going out and buying their jersey. They're our division rival. You don't see the only reason why our good friend Josh has a Packers jersey is because he lost a bet.
Yeah, that's a bet. You got to pay up.
He didn't willingly buy that.
Yeah. It was
like if I might have to get a Bears jersey, but that's because I lose a bet. But I know if I win this bet, it's gonna be way more worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a risk. Only way I will accept a Packer fan wearing a Bears jersey if they lose a bet. Only way.
Because you got to pay up on your thing. But willingly wearing it because because you're a couple. I mean, and the people we're mentioning, they're obviously like great people, and obviously they're not like terrible people, but that was what I seen. I'm like, oh wow.
Like, would you willingly get a Cowboys jersey if you dated a Cowboy fan?
Nope.
And wear it to a Cowboys game?
Not a chance, bro.
Bro, I just want to say too, the Bears fan doesn't even have a Packer jersey. If I get the Bears jersey, will I burn it after I fulfill the bet? Yes. Yes, I will.
Interesting.
I'm not willingly keeping a Bears jersey. No, I'm not.
Even if the greatest player of all time played for your rival, you still wouldn't get it?
No. Fuck no. You don't see me getting a Brett Favre Vikings jersey.
Well, because he played for your team, though. That obviously, if he played for your team before, you would get that jersey.
I'm just saying, you don't do that stuff, okay? I don't care how much in love you are. But if you are truly in love with this team, you don't do that stuff.
All right, let me ask you another question. Last scenario for this.
Okay.
If you had a son or a close family member that played for the Bears, are you going to wear it then?
No. I don't care. I don't care. Nope.
Wow. Not even your son? That's your
Not
kid.
even. Nope. Don't care. This team is my life.
Wow. Not even your son.
Nope.
I'll
make a custom
jersey my son,
of his. Yes. I'll make a custom jersey of his as a Packer jersey, but that's it.
Nah, bro. Nah. If it was my son, I would have to, bro. That's like my son. That's like supporting his life.
No. I'm gonna get his college jersey. Unless if it's Minnesota, then I'm not getting any of his jerseys.
Nah, yeah. See, bro. See, that don't matter to me. I would get his jerseys. I would get my son's jerseys.
If he's a Lions fan, if he plays for the Lions, I'll do it.
For me, it doesn't.
But if it's Vikings or Bears, nope.
I hate Ohio State and I hate the Dallas Cowboys. But if my son played for those teams, then that just happened to be. I'm not gonna be like a fan of them and wear it every day. No, I'm not gonna like be a cheerleader in it. But if my son If my son wanted me to put his jersey on my wall because he achieved a great goal, and he wanted me to do it, and I'm proud of my son, yeah, I will put it, hang it up on a wall somewhere, just to show you achieved a dream.
I'll
And
get your college jersey, but that's it.
nah, if my son played for a division rival, like I said, I'm not gonna wear it or fanboy it, but I definitely get the jersey and like put it up on the wall and like somewhere, and it won't.
If
It'll be
I
somewhere like in my living room, like somewhere where every time you come in my house, the whole family can see it. Like it'll be something.
if
I
I
would get a
do
jersey. I would get
if
a Rivals jersey if my son played for the team.
if
If he
this
played for the team, I would do it.
if this does happen, I'll get it and put it in the back of the closet.
No,
Hide
see
it.
that. What's the point of getting it? Because you're just disrespecting the jersey.
No, but I would probably do it.
Because like I said, it's my son. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like football. I mean, obviously, it's a rival. Like I said, I'm not gonna become a fan of that team, but if my son is there, I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna get a jersey, hang it up in the living room, so that way every time people come in my house, they can see, some of his achievements. Just like if he was to win a Super Bowl and he wanted me to put the Super Bowl ring in a trophy case that's in the middle of my house,
Oh, I
then
would.
I'll put if it's a
Now,
Dallas Cow, look, it's fine. I
I
might
want
not.
to say this.
I might not have wanted that to happen. Like now, I'm not. I don't know if I'll actively like cheer for him. Like I'll be like be a fan of the team. I'll just support his career.
Honestly, I'm going to say this now. If he is a bear, and let's say he's a wideout and he's facing our corner, I will be cheering for our corner to lock him down. I don't care because I want to win. I want my team to win.
See, I don't know. I don't know if it was like if
I,
my son played for the Cowboys and he was a receiver. Like I said, I would just support his career. Now, if we win, obviously, I'm not going to be mad at it, but I would just support his career.
I would hope I would be cheering for him to get locked down.
Now, let me
If he
ask you
was
a
facing
question.
us. What's up?
If you were a football player and you got drafted by the Bears, are you taking that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah. I feel like at that point you got to, because that's
I
the
may
NFL. It's a once.
sabotage when we play the Packers,
Nah,
but
I would.
I
That's a
will do
once
it.
in a. I feel like the NFL is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would. If I was drafted by the Cowboys, I would take it. It doesn't matter.
If I was drafted by the Bears, I would take it.
Yeah,
I will hate it deep down inside,
but
but
you
I'll
got at
take
the
it.
end of the day, you still got to show up and do your
Yeah.
job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I would
Because
do it.
there's people out there who won't take it, and I mean that's the NFL. I think it's at that point where it's like okay.
Dude, I would take it if I got drafted, and I would not even if it meant the world on the line, and I had to cheer for the Bears. The world can go bye bye. That's how much of a Packer. That's how much I despise the Bears. The world could end before I cheer for the Bears.
That's tragic. That's tragic. But hated. Also, too, another cornerback signing that happened was the Eagles getting James Bradbury, which was interesting.
How do you feel?
I like I like it. I mean, because you're gonna bring a guy in to be the cornerback too, the number 2 corner, and that's what this team needed. We have a good slot corner. We have a good number 1. We just needed that number 2 corner who could face number 2 receivers and be successful against them and win those matchups. He had a great year in 2020 playing as a number 1, but I don't think he's a consistent number 1. I think he's a great number 2. I think he's going to be great for us, and I think he's the perfect scheme fit for our defense, and he's going to be the perfect guy next to Slay.
Alan Lazard's going to kill him.
Nah. Well, Alan Lazard, because right now, because I'm not gonna bet on it. Right now, Lazard's the number 1, and he'll be going up against Darius Slay. So
I've been seeing reports we might pick up Julio. I don't know. I don't even know who's going to be the number 1. It could be Sammy
for right
Watkins.
now. All I know is that Lazard's the number 1 currently.
Dude,
so.
I have no idea who the number 1 is because you got Watkins, you got Lazard, you got Watson,
If Sammy Watkins
you got Cobb.
is better
Like,
than Alan Lazard, Alan Lazard has a serious problem.
Yeah, like I don't know. I gotta see how it goes in training camp
but
before I.
As of right now, Lazard's the number 1, and
Mm-hmm.
he would go up against Darius Slay and get absolutely locked up.
I know Lazard wants to get extended long term too for us. And
well, we'll have to see how he plays this year. I don't know if you guys should commit to him long term yet. We haven't seen him as the big
number
target
1
yet.
Yeah, but he still hasn't signed his. He was a restricted free agent. He still hasn't signed that.
Mm-hmm.
So he might not even be playing this year.
If he holds out, that's stupid because he's not even good enough to hold out. If he holds out, he's stupid.
If he holds out, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, that's his fault, bro. Because you're not and Alan Lazard, no disrespect, but he's not like at that level to where he can get like a big contract. He's not that level to hold out.
I want to say this: if we get Julio Jones, I'm going to buy his jersey just so I can say I had a Julio Jones jersey.
There you go. There you go. Julio Jones needs to hurry up and get picked up, bro.
Yeah, come to Green Bay, Julio.
We're not getting him. Maybe the Ravens.
Who is their Bateman's their wide out one?
Bateman, yeah.
Is it Bateman and Zay Jones?
It's Bateman and oh my god, freaking what's his face? Bateman. You got James Prochet. You got Devin Duvernay.
That's it.
That is not a good receiving core.
You got Julio still on the free agent market. Who else? I'm trying to think of big names.
Odell, but he's not going to be playing until later in the year because he tore his ACL.
Odell might not be a bad pickup for the Ravens.
I think Odell should go to a team that's going to be in the playoffs because that's probably he's not going to come back till like the end of the regular season.
I wouldn't mind picking up Odell.
I mean, you guys could do it. I would not be shocked if the Rams just did it again because I heard they want to bring him back. So
if they bring him back, that wide out core, you got Cooper Kupp, of course.
Allen Robinson.
Hey, bring back OBJ. You got OBJ, and then
Van Jefferson.
We're gonna have to talk about that being one of the best wideout cores in the NFL.
Bro, the Rams, could they repeat? Sign Bobby Wagner?
I'm sorry. You're going back. I don't see any team in the NFC besides the Buccaneers stopping them, but even that. When they brought in Bobby, I was like, it's over. The Rams are going back.
Bobby Wagner, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. It's a lot in LA.
They did lose Von Miller at the edge, but that defensive line was still good with Leonard Floyd.
Yep.
There's another edge rusher out there I know. I'm trying to think of his name.
Clowney just got signed.
Clowney got signed, yeah. Speaking of which, congrats to Clowney on getting re-signed to the Browns.
Yeah, he was honestly good with the Browns. And him, Myles Garrett, oh, man, that's going to be great.
Okay.
What?
How long do you think Watson's going to be out for?
If I had to make a guess, I'll say 6 games.
6? I feel 8. I'm feeling 8.
It's between 4 to 8 games. 4 is being the best case scenario. 8 is being like where I think they would stop at 8. But I'm gonna go in between and say 6.
What if you're the Browns? What would you do with Baker Mayfield right now? Do you just release him at this point? Just get him off?
I think you got to release him because no one's want to give up anything for him if they can just. Because if these teams wait for Baker, like I'm talking about teams like Carolina who don't have a sure thing at quarterback. Atlanta, I know they signed Mariota, but Baker.
They picked up Ritter. They didn't pick up Ritter,
and they got Desmond Ritter too. So maybe not there, but Carolina is definitely a team right now that Baker could go to, and Seattle because
I can see Seattle.
He's an upgrade over Drew Lock and Geno Smith. But if I'm teams like Seattle and Carolina, I'm going to wait. Because eventually, if you make a trade for him, it would be stupid. Because if you wait for Baker, by training camp, the Browns are going to have to cut him because he's just going to be on the roster. And Deshaun Watson already took over the locker room because he took the team on a team trip to Cancun. So Deshaun Watson already has a locker room. So if Baker was to not be traded and actually be at training camp or even be around the locker room in any capacity, it would just kill the vibe of the team. So the Browns would then have to release him. So they're gonna have to release him eventually. But Seattle, Carolina, if y'all want a quarterback, don't trade for Baker.
Don't
wait, because y'all gonna get him for free or not for free, but y'all not gonna give up no draft capital for Baker.
Yeah,
y'all gonna get him on a cheap contract. So the Browns are gonna cut Baker by training camp.
What if the Browns are waiting for June 1st to release him? Because it would save them more money, probably more than it would now.
That is in 3 days? That's in 3 days. 4 days. It's on Wednesday, so yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's about June mini camp, training camp coming up in July. I mean, it's gonna be a big time for the NFL. Once the NBA Finals is over, we got like a month, a big gap, 2-month gap of baseball.
And we got baseball.
Other than that, once the NFL and NBA, NHL over, the road to football.
I have some stuff planned for that, not just baseball, like Madden, other stuff, like training camp reports as well for July. I'm excited for that stuff.
Training camp. Also, Hayden, bro.
What's up?
Is Quay Walker gonna turn out to be a good draft pick? Because we haven't done an episode since the draft. What do you think about that pick?
I think we should have went Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd, but I don't hate it because our defensive coordinator was a middle linebacker coach. He was the one who pushed for Devondre Campbell, and we saw what happened and how that turned out last year. If he feels confident in Quay Walker, I feel confident in Quay Walker.
Okay.
And I like it. Quay Walker's already having a huge impact here in the state of Wisconsin. So.
All right, Hayden. Any other NFL news that you want to talk about?
We didn't talk about this. Denzel Ward.
Right. That extension happened before the Jair one. That was good.
I'm going to be honest. When I saw that, I was like, I knew we were going to have to pay Jair a shit ton. I was like, damn it. We got to pay him a shit ton. Denzel Ward deserves it, though.
I think he's too slept. I think he's slept on too much, bro.
He is top 10 for sure.
100%.
He's number 7 on my list.
Honestly, dude, he's getting top 5 because you got in no order. You got Ramsey, Tre'Davious White, Jair. Then you got Marlon Humphrey, Darius Slay, and then right there, I might have him over Marshawn Lattimore.
That's
close. Him, Darius Slay, Denzel Ward, and Marshawn Lattimore are like in that same bracket outside of the top 5. They're like in that. They're like that 5 through 8. Those 3 players, 5, 6, or 5 through 7, whatever. Those 3 players right there are close.
Yeah.
So he's
in that
like top 7 range.
Yeah. If I had to rank him personally, I would go Slay, Ward, Lattimore.
Yeah, so I mean, he's a top 6, top 7 corner in the league, so he deserved to get that money. So it's gonna be an interesting thing. So the top corners in the league are all paid up because you got Tre'Davious White got extended. Jalen Ramsey is the highest paid corner of all time. Jair Alexander, Marshawn Lattimore got paid. Denzel Ward, Jair Alexander, Darius Slay got paid when he got traded to us. Xavier Howard, that's another one that's interesting too.
Xavier Howard.
Over the last 2 years, he's always wanted out of Miami, but they never
paid him. They paid him last year.
So Xavier Howard, I don't know, and he always goes through this every year where he's in like trade rumors, but it never happens. I
know, dude. That's how it is for a ton of players. No.
Yep.
I want to say this though. Can we stop having teams like the Lions and the Jets getting 11 wins TikTok?
I think the Jets have the highest chance to have like a great team this year.
I know,
like the non-playoff teams.
But MG, the reasoning is for the draft. They have the Lions winning 11 games.
No, that's too much in my opinion.
10 games. Don't get me wrong. I like the Lions draft, but we have no idea how they're going to turn out. Like, people are saying the rookies are the most valuable people, like Aiden Hutchinson. I literally saw a video where someone went division by division and did the most valuable player for the team. Someone had Aiden Hutchinson. We have no idea how he's going to pan out. He could become a Jamarcus Russell type player where he was picked high and be a bust, or he could be a great player like the Joe Burrow. We have no idea.
I think with that, I mean, when you evaluate rookies going into a season, I think is big to mention. One, first off, are they NFL ready?
Mm-hmm.
Two, are they an actual legit prospect, or what is their bust potential? Because with every rookie, to a certain extent, you have like a boomer bust potential. Some is higher than others, right? So you look at that. But I think the biggest thing to evaluate a rookie is what kind of situation are they going in? Are they going in a situation to succeed? Where the Lions, they are in a pretty decent
They
situation.
are.
My thing with the Lions young players, and this is going to shift towards their offense and their receiving core, is the quarterback. Really, I just think there's these draft picks and last year's draft picks are decent for the Lions. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't know if Jared Goff's a good enough quarterback to get them to 11 wins with this young players.
Well,
And we talk about the New York Jets. I actually think the Jets are probably going to have like a 9-win season. If you
I have the
ask me,
Jets. I have the Jets around 7-8.
I think the Jets can surprise people. If Zach Wilson shows up, they should be good because the Jets had the best draft class. Even if all of those picks don't work out, at least two of them should work out. I'm almost sure that Sauce Gardner will.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look at the players they already had who proven to be great. You look at Mekhi Becton. Every time he's been on the field has been great. You look at Elijah Moore who showed up. Michael Carter who showed up last season. What's really holding the Jets back from being a really good team is we got to see how their young rookies play and Zach Wilson. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
think they're 11 team yet either. I think 9 wins max is for them, and I think they could fulfill that. But I don't see nothing too major for the New York Jets and the Lions.
I know, but like you have a team, just because they had a good draft, people will have them at 11 wins. Like that's what
I
the
mean, that's just
TikToks
overreaction. This is an overreaction.
overreactions. And
Mhm.
it's not just like one TikToker doing it. The whole TikTok sports community is doing this.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
don't get me
too, there's a
wrong,
lot of Bears hate on TikTok.
that too. Like the Bears are not going 0-17.
Yeah,
I
it's
have them
crazy.
getting like 4 to 5 wins personally. Like
Mm-hmm.
they're rebranding this team, getting rid of the Nagy era. They're trying to get rid of that, and that's going to take a good year to get rid of. But
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to be 0-17. Justin Fields showed promise last year for the Bears. I hate how I have to compliment the Bears, but it's sad that I have to do this because how
Mm-hmm.
delusional sports TikTok has been.
Yeah.
Like they still got Darnell Mooney, who needs more respect on his name.
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. You got Khalil Herbert, who had a great rookie year last year.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line is improving. It could be better, but it's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You still got that defense with Roquan Smith, Jalen Johnson.
Yep.
They redid the whole D-line, but you still got pieces, good pieces that is gonna get them at least 3 to 5 wins,
Mm-hmm.
not 0 wins. Oh, I love seeing Bears disrespect. Don't get me wrong, but teams need to be respected more. I don't care if you're the Bears or you're the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
If a whole community is disrespecting that team, and I'm a fan of that team, I'll be upset.
Mm-hmm.
But
hate it. Is there any other NFL news that we did not touch on today?
I'm trying to think.
Because other than that, we talked about Watson, talked about the Packers, talked about the Browns deal, talked about the Bradbury deal. So other than that, we just gotta wait. Oh, Jarvis Landry and Tyron
Yes.
Matthew went to the Saints.
Oh, I love that for the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how you feel. You have Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and Chris Olave.
Mm-hmm.
That room's gonna be good this year.
Yep, it's all on Jameis Winston. It's all on him. So
I want to know your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Drew Brees is gonna come out of retirement?
I think it's bluff, bro.
I think so too, but bro, he got all sports TikTok thinking he was about to pull a Tom Brady.
Yeah, bro. It's bluff. It's
Breeze
bluff.
was talking mainly about his commentary, like because like this throughout the sports media this whole year, you have people like Tom Brady signing the biggest deal. You have people like Troy Aikman, Joe Buck leaving Fox and going to Amazon. Like the commentators have been moving around, and that's probably what Breeze is talking about. Like he doesn't know what's going to happen. This whole year's been wild for sports commentary. You have people leaving Fox, CBS, ESPN, and heading towards Amazon Prime, and like just all around being switched up. So we have no idea what's happening. That's what that was, and that's what some sports people don't get. Because he was probably messing with us when he said, "I'm going to come out of playing again." That was a troll.
I think that was a troll too.
He got the whole NFL community. He got him with that.
Yeah, that was definitely bluff. Definitely bluff.
Oh yeah.
But Hayden,
I'll admit, he made me think for a second. Am I coming out of retirement? Is he?
Hayden,
what's up?
Before we close this out, I want to talk about episodes in the future. Since the NFL season is over, obviously we got some ways to go in the NBA season. But for this summer, we're gonna have a lot, or at least we need to do a lot of we can do episodes where we can have some debates, and we have some episodes where we can do some rankings. You know, last year we did the top 5 or top 10 quarterbacks and running backs and receivers.
And Isaiah had Allen Lazard out of nowhere at number 5, and not Allen.
No,
Allen Robinson. He had him at number 5.
Yeah,
bro, that shocked me. I was like, hold up, what?
So when we do that again, what shocker we gonna have next? Because I already kind of know my consensus top 5 receivers.
I know my top 5, but we should do top 10.
Hey, we can. But is there anything else you would like to say today, sir?
Aaron Jones, AJ Dillon over Kareem Hunt, and Nick Chubb.
By the way, I would hope that he at least doesn't believe that anymore. But if he does,
no, but I'm telling you this: AJ Dillon's going to have a better year than Kareem Hunt.
Future projections.
AJ Dillon could be the RB1 at the end of the year.
We must see. We must see. But, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everyone who did listen in. We had like 3 to 5 people in the chat, but no one said anything. No one actually. It was I guess people were just listening. Well,
that's fine.
Appreciate you guys for the 3 to 5 people who were in here the whole time. Shout out to everyone who might be listening on the replay and stuff like that.
Shout out to you.
Also, too, we will be hopefully getting back consistent episodes. I feel like once the draft, we were consistent, and then the draft came, and then we stopped for a while.
I had work.
Hopefully, we will get consistent, and we got some episode ideas with some of the rankings and some of the debates and stuff. So we'll come with some good episodes in the summer. But appreciate y'all for being here, liking, commenting, and subscribe. Go subscribe to all our channels. Link in the description, and the TikTok is in the description as well. I put the TikTok.
We got posts on that more.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, we will let Hayden say his last words.
I want to say this. The podcast will be back to normal recording. I want to talk to you guys about changing up the scenery of the episodes. Right now, my PC is in the shop, so we have a different PC right now, but we should have back to normal episodes. Hopefully next week when my PC is fixed.
Yeah, so the live stream, like I said, was kind of a last minute idea, but hey, we did it, and yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's episode. Appreciate you guys for being here, listening to us talk about basketball, football things, and just honestly, this was just a chill conversation about sports. So appreciate y'all for being here. And before I leave, Isaiah yesterday, I see he was celebrating his graduation, still celebrating his graduation today. That's why he couldn't be here.
You terribly late, Rhea.
He told us to keep the tradition. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rhea says she was late. Well, you can watch the replay, Rhea.
Yeah.
Oh, Hayden and Rhea have to do their ritual before I end the episode. Go ahead.
Rhea, I will kick your ass in basketball. Bring it on.
No, the other ritual.
What's that?
That you always tell her when you see her.
Oh. Wake up. We'll get bitches.
All right. There you go. Anyways, appreciate y'all for being here. Anyways, and listen, we got to keep the tradition. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna leave and we are gonna go. Until next time, piss off, cunts. Your mom. I pushed the wrong button. Your mom.